All right, let's talk about something that hits close to home for so many of us. That feeling of stress around money. That anxiety when you peek at your bank account and just wonder, where did it all go? But what if I told you that getting a handle on your money doesn't have to be so stressful? Today, we're going to break down the core ideas from the book Diet Wong and give you a real plan to take back control. So, you ready? Let's dive. Does this feel a little too familiar? Payday comes, you feel like a king for a day or two, and then poof. It's like the money just vanishes into thin air. You pay some bills, you buy a few things, and suddenly you're right back to counting down the days till the next paycheck. It's a super common and, let's be honest, super frustrating cycle.
But here's the good news, and I really want you to hear this. If you feel this way, you are absolutely not alone. This is a shared struggle. And even better, it's a solvable one. The book we're digging into, Diet Wong, is basically a clearer, practical roadmap to help you build smarter habits, totally change your relationship with money, and finally feel like you're in the driver's seat.
So, where do we even begin? Well, it's not with some crazy, complicated spreadsheet or telling you to never buy a coffee again. Nope. The real starting point for any kind of financial win is right here, between your ears. It all starts with your mindset. This right here is the fundamental shift. The old way of thinking sees money as just something for right now. What can I buy today? What feels good in this moment? But the new mindset, the one we're aiming for, sees money as a tool, a seed you plant today to grow the life you actually want tomorrow. It's a huge shift from just short-term spending to long-term freedom. And this quote from Warren Buffett, it absolutely nails it. See, most of us spend first, and then we just kind of hope we can save whatever's left over, which a lot of the time is pretty much nothing. The successful way is to flip that completely. You prioritize saving first, you pay your future self, and then you're free to spend whatever is left. Saving becomes a bill you have to pay, just like your rent. And that mindset leads us right into our first big practical tool, the budget. Now I know, that word can sound so restrictive, right? Like you're putting your finances in a cage. But a smart budget isn't a restriction, it's a plan. It's your game plan for freedom. It's literally you telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. So how do you actually build one? It's way easier than you think. Step 1, just track everything for a month. You need to see where your money is actually going. Step 2, group all that spending into categories, housing, food, fun stuff. 3, set some realistic spending limits for each of those categories. And 4, this one is absolutely crucial. Make sure your budget includes saving for an emergency fund. That's your financial safety net. And while you're at it, you've got to be on the lookout for these hidden budget killers. They're those little sneaky expenses that don't seem like a big deal, but they add up like crazy over time. That daily $5 coffee, that's over $1,000 a year, gone. And those streaming services you signed up for a year ago and forgot about? Yeah, they're quietly draining your account every single month. Finding and cutting these is the fastest way to free up cash. Okay, so once you have your budget locked in and you're feeling good about it, it is time to go on the offensive. This means we're going to tackle 2 huge goals at the same time. First, knocking out that high-interest debt that's holding you back, and second, starting to build real wealth for your future by investing. Now, when it comes to tackling debt, there are 2 really popular strategies. You can think of it as logic versus emotion. The debt avalanche is the pure logic play. You attack the debt with the highest interest rate first, which saves you the most money in the long run. The debt snowball is all about emotion. You pay off your smallest debt first to get that quick win, which feels great and builds momentum. There's no wrong answer here. It's about picking the strategy that's actually going to keep you in the game. And now for the exciting part, building wealth. It's so important to understand that different financial tools have different jobs. Your regular savings account, it's perfect for your emergency fund. It's safe, you can get to it easily, but it's not really going to grow. On the other end of the spectrum, you've got stocks, which have the highest potential for growth, but also, you guessed it, the highest risk. And in the middle, you have things like mutual funds, which give you a nice, balanced, diversified approach. The whole key is just matching the right tool to what you're trying to do. So let's just take a step back. Why are we doing all of this? Why are we tracking every penny, cutting back on some things, and learning about investing? Come on, it's not just about numbers on a screen. It's about designing a life for yourself that has way less stress and way more freedom. It's about actually achieving that bright future you really deserve. These right here, these are the real rewards. We're talking about financial freedom, which means having choices, the ability to quit a job you hate, to travel, to chase a passion.
We're talking about less stress, which means no more of those sleepless nights worrying about a surprise car repair. And at the end of the day, it's about having the resources to go after your biggest life goals, whatever they are. So, this all brings us to the most important question of all. Real change doesn't happen just by watching a video. It happens by doing. So what is one small, totally manageable step you can take today to start your own money diet? Seriously, maybe it's just writing down what you spend for the rest of the day, or canceling that one subscription you don't even use. Just one small thing is all it takes to get the ball rolling. If this was helpful for you, let's keep this whole conversation going. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments, what's your single biggest financial challenge right now? We can all learn from each other. And hey, if you know someone who needs to hear this message, share it with them. Let's build a healthier financial future together. Thanks for watching.